don't you go get me one of those support pillows? Make yourself useful.
In a minute. All right, just give me a minute. Let me finish.
Why can't you ever just do as I ask?
I will, my love. Just give me a minute. I want to finish this massage. Nurse Helen said I should work on my technique.
My love, who are you? Go get me a pillow so I can talk to the first timer alone a minute.
I can't. I can't right now. See, I am really enjoying giving you this massage. Here's what you like. Boom, like a, boom, like a, boom, like a.
Even at this early stage. I mean, what if I really blow it?
Nah, that's a given. I mean, we're only human, right? Nobody's perfect. But I got the perfect insurance policy.
Oh, you mean those Gerber ones?
No. I'm talking tall, plastic, fancy plastic nut jars. You know, they have it over at Costco during the holidays. See, I got to toss my spare change in. This way, when they get old enough to realize what a lousy job I did, I can go, here, you're an adult now. Go pay somebody to fix it. I got one for every kid. I'm Lem Fidrat. Lem short for lemonade. Fidrat, my stage name is Lem Fidrat, with a P-H-I-D-R-A-T. I am the most kosher Goya you're going to find.
You mean Goy?
Goy? What's a Goya?
Female.
So what's a brisk?
No, that's Briss.
Brisk? So what's a brie?
Cheese.
You know, it's not going to work. That young guy with that young broad, it ain't going to work.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Throughout film history, there's always been the mature leading man and the young ingenue girl.
Sure. Redford and Demi Moore.
Harrison Ford and the lesbian girl.
Everybody has a first time. Hitchcock had a first time. Eastwood had a first time. Hey, Julie, but why does he have to have a first time with your money?
Because I volunteered my money.
I understand that, but we're putting a lot of risk here.
If it wasn't for my money, you wouldn't have this part for your first time.
That hurts.
I'm sorry, but
you
know.
No, but as an actor, I can bend. I can bend, and I've been known to break. Not just things. Hey, how about a drink, huh? Just the three of us.
Help yourself. I forgot, you can't see him.
Maybe I will after I have a few.
No, you can't see him because you ain't dead yet.
I ain't nuts either. Well, here we go. Spilled one. Over the left shoulder. This one's for me, this one's for you, and if that one disappears, I'm taking a taxi to the booby hash.
Oh, excuse me for a second, Max, okay?
Hey, where's my brain? I got it made. This is wonderful. Wait. How much cold cash did this guy Farnsworth have?
20 million, I guess.
20 mil? Yes! Wait, 40%, 20 mil, that's a lot of money!
No, hey, that's not my money, and this ain't permanent.
This whole thing's got me screwy. I'm going out getting drunk. I'll call you when I snap out of it. Now he's going to get himself punched silly getting to be champ. And what's that going to get him? Certainly no 20 mil. Now, I'm a businessman. I know what's best for Joe. After all, I got 40% of it, you know? You know, he says you can make him Mussolini or War Admiral or anybody. But don't do it, you understand? He's a pug and a little slap happy. So if he suddenly wants to become Hitler or something, don't you listen to him. That ain't going to get him a thing, you hear me? Now listen, you've given him a real swell deal. I'm satisfied with him being Farnsworth. So stop looking for bodies for him, I understand?
Good morning.
What?
Mr. Levine.
Oh, it's you. No. You're a very lucky man, Mr. Manning.
I know.
Why'd you get off our train in Delaware? Did you know something was going to happen to it?
I'm sorry, are you the detective assigned to investigate the crash?
Me? No. I'm the guy assigned to investigate you.
Me? Because?
Because You stepped off one of our trains, and a half hour later, that train did something very, very strange. It caught fire, and it burned. And it continued to burn, one car after another, until it finally jumped its tracks. Everybody on board, Mr. Manning, everybody was burned to death.
Try it.
That was your lawyer?
And best friend both. I'm actually thinking of seeking other representation.
You think this is funny, Mr. Manning?
Huh?
You think this is some kind of joke?
No, detective, no.
You always wear those glasses?
Every day of my life.
And how tall are you?
About 6'1", depending on if I'm slouching.
I'm asking, because the bodies don't add up.
Sorry.
It's all right to cry. The day they were buried, you didn't cry. Remember how cold it was?
I do. Spring was like coming that year.
It was hard digging, that's for sure.
You were there?
I was. I'm the caretaker around these parts.
Of the cemetery?
And other places. Been here about 16 years now. Started about the time of these deaths. Sad, sad business. I remember watching you from those trees over there. I was watching you that day thinking, oh my God, that poor little girl, is she ever going to get beyond all this?
Sarah is knocked up. They need a trendy little East Side abortionist.
I keep thinking maybe Mother isn't well.
No, if there was any trouble with your mother, Trudy would have told you on the phone.
Of course. Mother died. Oh my God, she died.
People do not come to visit to discuss their mother's death.
But please, recognize that the paintings are not blank. One has modalities of blue, the other modalities of white. The paint is thicker in some places and thinner in others. Both paintings have texture. This may be difficult for you to accept, but Sarah is not going to be a virgin for very much longer. And indeed, she may not be one as we speak. Sarah, she is an extremely attractive girl with, and I'm sure you've recognized, the most amazing body. She is, and I am certain, very popular with the boys. You'll just have to live with it. Are you finished? I hope I wasn't out of line.
I wish it was just as you...
Not any word. No consultation whatsoever. You tell us Sophie is downstairs ready to move in. I have never in all my life heard of anything so outrageous. Honey, it's temporary. We'll hire someone.
They said she won't have anyone.
Oh, they said. Those two idiots. If they want to ruin their life, that's their business. I'm telling you, if your mother is unbearable, if she threatens your mental health, I'll put her in the DeWitt home.
Oh, come on. That's $5,000 a month.
I'll sell some forgeries. It'll be worth it.
The thing is, eventually they'll want her back.
Yeah, absolutely. They need Sophie. Without her, they have nothing to talk about.
God.
Okay, this scenario. They go to Buffalo. Sarah tells them screw off. They return abject.
Oh, no, they'll bring her back.
I can't see how.
No, I know. Thank you, Mother. Thank you very, very much. Mr. Koenig was just led into a closet.
What the hell is going on here?
You put him in the closet. Oh, that's darling. It's only a dinner party.
Why is she naked?
David, I did my best.
This is your best? I hate to see your worst. Maurice, let me take your hat and coat.
Thank you, David.
The least I can do after putting you in the closet is she securely locked in there. No chance of her breaking out.
She's getting dressed, and I will not discuss it further.
Oh, I'll discuss it. I'll call a radio program, talk about it over the air.
was driving along, you understand? And I was fine. I was even observing the scenery. Now, you can imagine me looking at scenery on the road every week of my life. But it's so beautiful up there. Did Biff say anything after I left this morning?
You shouldn't have criticized him, dear, especially after you just got off the train. You mustn't lose your temper.
When the hell did I lose my temper? But it has been more than 10 years now, and he is yet to make $35 a week.
He's finding himself, Willie.
Not finding yourself at the age of 34 is a disgrace. Trouble is he's lazy, goddamn. The Biff is a lazy bum.
Yes, sleeping.
Well, a young man with such personal attractiveness gets lost. And such a hard worker. That's one thing about Biff, he's not lazy.
Never.
I'll see him in the morning. I'll have a nice talk with him, man. I'll get him a job selling.
Well, where'd you go this time, Pop?
I got in the car and went north to Providence. I met the mayor.
The mayor of Providence?
He was in the hotel lobby.
Well, what'd he say?
He said, morning. I said,
Just lie.
well, what the hell? Oh, life is short, a joke or two, and I joke too much. I'm fat. I'm foolish to look at.
Dear.
I didn't tell you this, but Christmas time I was making a sales call at F.H. Stewart's, and a salesman I know, as I was going up to see the buyer, I overheard him say something about walrus. And I cracked him right across the face, because I will not tolerate that. I will not stand for that.
Day out. But you've got such a sense of humor. And we do have such a good time together.
Sure. But why do you gotta go now?
It's 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh. And thanks for the stockings. I love a lot of stockings. Good night.
Night. And keep your pores open!
And you are really, you're the handsomest. You've got no reason to think it.
Linda, I'll make it all up to you. I promise. I'll make it
There's
all up.
nothing to make up. You're doing fine.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm mending my stockings.
I will not have you mending stockings in this house. Throw them away.
Where is he?
There's no mystery to it. He knew what he wanted. At the age of 17, went into the jungle, came out with diamond mines, rich. The world is an oyster, but you don't crack it open on a mattress.
Mom, Pop, I told you, I'm gonna retire you for life.
You're gonna retire me for life, huh? On $70 goddamn dollars a week, and your women, and your apartment, and your car, and you're gonna retire me for life? I couldn't get past Yonkers today, boys. Where are you? The woods are burning. I can't drive my car!
Everything all right?
You see the ceiling I put in the living room?
Yeah. That's a piece of work. What if the ceiling is a mystery to me? How do you do it?
What's the difference?
Talk about it.
You want to put up a ceiling?
How could I put up a ceiling?
Then what the hell are you bothering me for, huh?
You're insulted again.
A man who can't handle tools is not a man. You're disgusting.
Don't call me disgusting, Willie.
It's very good, Willie. Come to bed, huh?
You gotta break your neck just to see a star in this yard.
You coming in?
Whatever happened to that watch fob with a diamond? Remember, didn't my brother Ben give me a diamond with a watch fob?
You pawned it, dear. 12, 13 years ago for Biff's radio correspondence course.
That was such a beautiful thing.
Things are beginning
Don't
to
interrupt. Now, when you see Oliver, don't wear a sports coat and slacks,
No,
okay?
I thought I'd wear a
All right?
business.
Wear a business suit, all right? And don't talk too much. And don't crack any jokes, okay?
He did like me, if he...
All right, tell him a couple of your stories. Loosen up the atmosphere. Because remember, it's not what you say, but it's the attitude and personality that makes it, okay?
I think Bill Oliver...
Will you let me talk, please?
Stop yelling at her.
I was talking here, wasn't I?
I don't like you yelling at her, and I'm telling you, that's all.
Wait, are you taking over this place now?
Yeah.
Will you stop taking this
Stop
over?
yelling at her!
Give my regards to Oliver. He may remember me. And whose idea was this?
Vic came to me this morning, Willie, and he said, tell Dad we're gonna blow him to a big deal. You be there 6 o'clock. You and your 2 boys are gonna have dinner.
Oh, I'm gonna knock Howard for a loop, kid. You watch it now. Yes, I'm coming back with an advance and a New York job. Oh,
Supposing you want to see Jack Benny, right? Can't be at home at that hour? You have the maid turn the radio on when Jack Benny's show comes on. This machine goes on with the radio.
oh, sure. And then when you get home,
You come from.
but you see, Howard, I've come to the decision that, well, I'd rather not travel anymore.
Not travel. What are you gonna do?
Well, remember Christmas time?
Yeah.
There's a party you had here, remember? You said you're trying to find some place for me here in town.
With us?
Well, sure.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I couldn't think of anything for you, Willie.
Because I tell you, Howard, the kids are all grown right now,
Yeah.
I don't need much. If I could take home $65 a week, I could swing it.
Yeah.
And old Dave, I'll never forget. He'd go up to his room, you understand? He'd put on his green velvet slippers. Oh. And he'd pick up the phone, and he'd call the buyers. And right there, without ever leaving his hotel room at the age of 84, he was making his living. Well, when I saw that, I realized that selling must be the greatest career a man could want. Because what could be more satisfying than to go into a town, pick up a phone, and be remembered, and loved, and helped by so many people. You know, when old Dave died, and by the way, he died the death of a salesman, in the smoker wearing his green velvet slippers, in the smoker of the New York, Hartford, New Haven, going into Boston. When he died, hundreds of buyers and salesmen were at his funeral. I'm talking about your father, Howard. Certain promises were made across this table. You mustn't tell me you have people to see. I put 34 years into this company and I can't pay my insurance. A man is not a piece of fruit. You don't eat the orange and throw the peel away. Now pay attention. In 1928, I had a very good year in 1928. I averaged $170 a week in commissions in 1928.
You never averaged 170.
I averaged $170 a week in 1928.
Right.
And your father came to me, well, actually, it was in this office, over this desk. He put his hand on my shoulder. He said, Willie, I want you to know, and he looked.
You're gonna have to excuse me, Willie. Got some people to see. Pull yourself together.
Dad told me that Biff's in town.
Oh, yes. He's working on a very big deal, Bernard, very big.
What's Biff doing?
Well, he's been doing big things in the West, very big. But he's decided to establish himself here in the East, very big, yes. We're having dinner tonight. Yes. Did I hear your wife had a boy?
That's right, our second.
No. 2 boys. Jeez.
What kind of deal has Biff got?
Oh, well, Bill Olive, very big sporting goods man, he wants Biff very badly. Called him in from the West, carte blanche, special delivery, first class. I'm overjoyed to see how you made the grade, Bernard, overjoyed. It's very encouraging to see a young man. It looks very good for Biff, very good. Bernard.
What is it, Willie?
What's the secret?
What the hell is going on in your head?
Why
I offered you a job. You can make $50 a week and I won't send you on the road.
I got a job.
Without pay? What kind of a job is a job without pay? Now look, kid, enough is enough. I'm no genius, but I know when I'm being insulted.
Insulted?
Why don't you want to work for me?
I told you already, I got a job.
What are you walking in here every week for?
You don't want me to walk in here?
I'm offering you a job.
I don't want your goddamn job!
What the hell are you gonna grow
That's
up?
it, dude. You're through. Don't you talk to me that way. Put your hands up. I don't care if this is your office. Come on.
How much do you need, Willie?
I'm strapped, Charlie. I'm strapped. I don't know what to do. I just got fired.
Howard fired you?
Yeah. I always thought that if a man was impressive and well liked,
Why does everybody like you? Who liked J.P. Morgan? Was he impressive? In a Turkish bath, he looked like a butcher, but with his pockets on, he was very well liked. Now listen, Willie. I know you don't like me, and nobody can say I'm in love with you, but I'll give you a job because, well, just for the hell of it, put it that way now, what do you say?
I can't work for you, Charlie.
What, jealous of me?
Charlie, I can't work for you. Just don't ask me why, all right?
You've been jealous of me all your life, you damn fool. Here, pay your insurance.
I'm keeping strict accounts, Charlie.
Are you football or baseball?
Football.
That's me too. Good night.
All right, let's get going. We want to get to the school first thing in the morning. Get my suits out of the closet. I'll get my valises, all right? What's the matter? She's a buyer. She buys from J.H. Simmons and Sons. They were painting a room. I let her shower here. You don't imagine that. Now, Biff, listen, she's just a buyer. You know, she lives down the hall. They got to have a room looking just so. All right, Sammy. I'm giving you an order now. Get my suits. I'll take the valise. I gave you an order, goddammit. Is that what you... Don't you cry. I'm giving you an order, young man. Get my suits. Biff, you mustn't. When you get older, you'll understand about things like this. Oh, Biff. Come on. We gotta get going. I want to talk to Birnbaum. First thing in the morning, we gotta change that grade.
He wouldn't listen to you.
Oh, I'll make him listen to me.
Never mind.
Never mind. You need those points to go to the University of Virginia.
I'm not going there.
But, well, then you go to summer school. And you can make it up.
Dad!
Oh, my boy. Please.
Dad!
I was lonely. I was terribly lonely. She means nothing to me.
You gave her Mama stockings.
I gave you an order now. You get my suits and let's get going. You
Liar!
Liar! You apologize!
You phony little fake! You fake!
Come back here! Fake! I'll whip you! You apologize for that right now! I'll whip you! I'll whip you! I am not a dime a dozen. I am Willie Loman and you are Biff Loman!
I am not a leader of men, and neither are you. You're just another hard-working woman abandoned in the ashtray like the rest of them. $1 an hour, you hear me? I tried 7 states and I couldn't raise it. $1 an hour! You gather my meaning? I'm not bringing home any more prizes, and you're gonna stop waiting for me to bring them home.
You vengeful, spiteful mutt! You...
Bob, I'm nothing! I'm nothing! Do you understand me? There's no spite in it anymore. I'm just what I am, that's all.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you crying?
Let me out of it. Will you just let me go? You take that phony dream and burn it before somebody gets hurt, for Christ's sake.